Booktube, it's Kim at Middle of the Book March. Today I have a bookshop spotlight. I think I've done one of these before last year. This one is a really awesome used bookshop, and it is in Conway, New Hampshire. I live in New Hampshire. I'm gonna move a little bit here. And I live kind of in the, I live about 45 minutes from the ocean and about an hour from the mountains. I've got lakes, and so we're kind of located in the middle of a lot of great stuff and things to do. And Conway in North Conway, New Hampshire is known for skiing, being in the mountains, and outlet shopping. It's a tourist destination for tax-free shopping, yay. But there is a woman in Conway who is the proprietor of an excellent used bookstore. It is called the Local Bookie, and this is just a handout that we get at the store. I'm gonna post pictures and her address and all of the good information there. What I did, well, the family and I went there, it was weeks ago at this point, and I've had some video footage that I wanted to put in this video, so that's what I'm gonna do. What we did is we went up there and walked in the door, and I instantly just held my breath like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a great time today. And it looks very small from the outside. I'm gonna post a picture here of the storefront, but when you walk in, it's a fairly narrow front room, but then you look to the right and that's all, there's a fiction section. And when you look to the left, there's a whole back room with nonfiction. It's almost like a little maze, but it's so much bigger than what it looks like from the outside. There's a whole section for romance. There's a section for fantasy science fiction. You'll see in the videos. And I might have a couple of pictures. They have a wood stove right in the middle of the front of the store, and so it was just awesome. We had a great time. Spent a ton of money on used books. And I have a haul, so I'm gonna put in the video footage here. I hope you enjoy this, and when I come back, I'll show you some books. Okay, I'm back. And now I have a book haul that we got, I don't even remember how many books because my daughter got a whole bunch of books. And I think I got 12 books. She's a used bookseller, so when she gets books, it's typically, I don't think she's got a price list, but she prices paperbacks lower than hardcovers, and sometimes it's like, I think a lot of these books I got for anywhere from $3 to $5. They are all in excellent shape. One of the things I really liked about these is many of them are the older versions. They're not reprints or brand new covers. And I think that's why some of the prices may be lower, was because when these came out, like the first paperback I'm going to show you at the time was $11. You can't buy a paperback fiction for less than $17 now. So I think this may have been $4 or $5 when I picked it up. So let me get going on showing you this haul. So the first one is Kent Harriff's book, Where You Once Belonged. And I have a collection of Kent Harriff books, and I didn't have this one, and saw it and instantly picked it up. And it's in incredible condition, excellent condition. It's clean, it's unstained, it's not beat up at all. So this was an excellent find for me because I absolutely love his writing. In Where You Once Belonged, novelist Kent Harriff tells of a small-town hero who is dealt an enviable hand and cheats with all the cards. In prose as lean and supple as a spring switch, Harriff describes a high school football star who wins the heart of the loveliest girl in the county and the admiration of men twice his age. And it's going to go on from there. But two of the words that struck me in that description, prose as lean and supple as a spring switch. And that's a great description for his writing, is lean and supple. He writes in a very spare style. It's very quiet and tranquil, but it's so good and it is so gorgeous. But the supple part is kind of flexible and it bends, and the writing bends for the reader. So I was really happy to find this book. The next one is super convenient for me because this is our pick for June selection for the Barter Hordes Book Club, and this is Dorothy Allison's Bastard Out of Carolina. I read this years and years ago, and I was really happy that we picked it for the Barter Hordes Book Club because I'd love to reread it. This book was published in 1992. Now, this is kind of auto-fiction. This is a story of a poor Southern family in the Carolinas, which is where Allison is from. And it's kind of a family drama. It's the meaning of neglect and family trauma and family abuse, a legacy of poverty, and women that marry as teenage girls, and relationships with mothers and daughters. This is a brutal book to read. I do remember that, and so it's not an easy read if you're sensitive to those issues of abuse and child abuse and neglect. So be aware of that. But I love this version because this is one of an earlier version of the book. There have been many reprints, and I loved finding this one. This one was a Gloria Naylor that I did not have. It's Bailey's Cafe. And again, it's brand new. It doesn't look like anybody ever cracked it open. The pages are clean. I love, love, love this version. Again, this is another vintage. And the Kent Harriff book was also a vintage version, which I absolutely love, the vintage contemporary versions of paperbacks. Bailey's Cafe, where the food may not be much, but the ambiance is graced by myth and magic. The cafe is home to Sadie, the ladylike alcoholic with a mania for cleanliness, to sweet Esther, who caters to unspeakable appetites in a nearby boarding house, taking payment only in white roses, and to Miriam, the Ethiopian child who may be the bearer of a miracle. Another author who I love is Alice McDermott. She wrote a book called Someone that I loved, I read last year, and she wrote a book called The Ninth Hour, which I also loved. Again, she's one of those writers who writes with asperity and tranquility and flexibility. Excuse me. And this is another book that I collect her novels that I did not have. This one is called That Night by Alice McDermott. In case you don't know, she is the author of Charming Billy. Look at, it's in great shape. It's in beautiful shape. And on a warm suburban night, the sound of lawn sprinklers is drowned out by the rumble of hot rods. Suddenly, a car careens onto a family's neat front yard. Teenage boys spill out, brandishing chains and leather, and a young man cries out for the girl he loves. Tonight, fathers will pick up snow shovels and rakes to defend their turf, and children will witness a battle fueled by fierce, true love. I love her writing, and so far these books are fairly short. Not all of them are, but those are. This next one, I was beside myself when I found it. It's, again, a paperback in amazing shape. This is not a vintage, but so what? It's okay. And this one is a Houghton Mifflin version of Anne Petrie's The Street. Look at this cover. I've seen this novel all over BookTube. I've seen it in a different version. I absolutely loved this. It's as much of a historical document as it is a novel. The Street is the poignant and unblinkingly honest story of Ludi Johnson, a young Black woman, and her struggle to live and raise a son amid the violence, poverty, and racial dissonance of Harlem in the late 1940s. And I've been wanting to read that book and absolutely loved that cover art. This one, now this is a rarity for me. This is a movie tie-in. But I really liked the picture and I was super interested in this book. This, again, looks like it's almost never been read. It's completely clean. This is the Foresight Saga by John Galsworthy. And I almost always hate movie covers, but this is a nice one, and it's in just excellent condition. Absolutely loved it. This is a big chunky one. Let's see. The Foresight Saga is John Galsworthy's monumental chronicle of the lives of the moneyed Forsytes, a family whose values are constantly at war with its passions. The story of Soames Forsyte's marriage to the beautiful and rebellious Irene and its effects upon the whole Forsyte clan. The Foresight Saga is a brilliant social satire of the acquisitive sensibilities of a comfort-bound class in its final glory. So, really, really cool book to find. The next three are part of a series. Let's see if I can get this right. I don't think they're in order. These are all Doris Lessing novels, and they are in this version of artwork. This one is Landlocked, A Ripple from the Storm, and The Four-Gated City. These are they're versions, and they are part of the Children of Violence series, the Martha Quest series by Doris Lessing. And I have a few of the other books that they were out of order, so I found these. I think she had just these in a random pile on a table, and I had to grab them. I had to snatch them up. So let's see. Martha Quest. I wish I had taken the time to go and get that book, because that's the first one, is Martha Quest. She's the embattled heroine of the Children of Violence series, and the series has been acclaimed as one of the greatest fictional creations in the English language. So I was really happy to find these three in order to complete my set. And ironically, I think the very first book, Martha Quest, is the only one that is not matching with this color block style. And I don't know why, but if it's out there, I'll probably find it. And oh, I was so happy to find this next one. I don't know if you guys remember, but in one of my videos, I don't know, months and months ago, I showed you a copy of Terms of Endearment by Larry McMurtry, who is an author I love. And I had bought a specific copy online, and that's the one I expected to receive. I did not. I got a duplicate of one that I already had that I didn't like. And there are times when, yes, the cover art and the outside of the book makes a different reading experience for me. So I was really irritated by the terms of endearment mix-up. However, I found an older copy of Terms of Endearment by Larry McMurtry. This one was printed in 1975 and reprinted in 1983, Terms of Endearment. Look at this cover. And I had never seen this before, but I love this one, and it's in excellent shape. This first came out, it was $9, so I think this one was on sale. I think I bought this one for $3. So happy about that. This one is kind of a random classic hardcover. It is a Book of the Month Club version, but it was a couple dollars. It's Anne Bronte's Agnes Grey, and I really liked the cover. Again, I get really superficial with books sometimes, but I don't care. I'm unapologetic about it. I thought it was a really cool version, so I picked that up. The very last one is a book I already have in paperback. However, I found a pristine hardcover, and I actually prefer collecting my books in hardcovers. And if I read a hardcover, I actually enjoy the texture of it and the feel of it. I will often take the dust jacket off to read it. This is Annie Proulx's The Shipping News, and look at this hardcover. Totally clean. I absolutely love it. I love that this book is in that great of shape. $6, I think, or something like that. And look at it has end papers, and it has, look at the title page with the illustration. When they put that much effort into printing books, I really love it. And each chapter has an illustration on the beginning page. I love it. I loved it because they don't do this much anymore with exceptions. But I love it when hardcover books, kind of in the olden days, had end papers and illustrations and that type of thing. But was really happy to find this. So that's my bookshop spotlight. Those are the books that I hauled from the Local Bookie in Conway, New Hampshire. I am going to link her store. I'm going to link all the information. I'm going to link, I think she has a Facebook page. If you're local to me, she had reduced hours because of COVID and a bunch of business, issues with people coming in and having to shut down and all of it. So she's open on the weekend, Friday and Saturday. I think Friday and Saturday. She also will speak to you on the phone, and I think she actually will take appointments if you're a local person. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I hope you enjoyed the video footage and kind of the video vlog of this bookstore trip. And that's about it. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know. You know what? I'm really curious who's read Doris Lessing and Martha Quest, the Martha Quest series. So if you have, let me know that. If you have any information that you'd like to share, let me know that too. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.